When you hear the sound of the bell, you know you were in the championship rounds with the one and only King Amin of Essex, and I'm here with my guy, friend of mine, friend of ours, Noe Skinny Boi Lopez, out of
Good,
Houston,
good.
Texas. I want to tell y'all real quick. I believe last time I checked, 17-5, maybe 17-6 right now. Um, been on two different fights. I got introduced to him because he became a food critic overnight. You know what I'm saying? He was in New York twice. And I just wanted to bring him on and give him a chance to share some of his insight to the game. So salute, Brandon. This morning. Tell everybody a little bit about you, champ.
Good morning, man. Good morning, man. Yeah, my name is Noe Skinny Boi Lopez, man, from Houston, Texas. Once again, thanks for having me on. Always good talking, you know what I'm saying, with the game, with people that love and respect the game. Like I said, like I told you from day one when I see what you was doing, I love what you do on the platform for up and coming fighters, for local fighters, for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's everything for us, everybody coming up. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
I
for real.
appreciate it, man. I'm gonna keep it going. And I want to get into a little bit of that. So let's get right to it. The mindset, people on the outside, people like me on the outside that don't understand what's it take to be an opponent. Now, when we use that word, sometimes it's tricky because we know fighters, at a certain point, they're kind of quote unquote bought into being an opponent. But
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
the word opponent is thrown around and people don't understand what that means. You yourself has had the experience. Like I said, you fought on both a PBC promotion and a top ranked promotion. So just give the casuals and those that are passionate like myself an understanding of what it takes and what it is to be an opponent.
I mean, really, what it comes down to, man, like I told a couple of people that they kind of jump, oh, man, why you take that? Because I went from being, like, don't get it twisted, I went from being the A guy here in town, headlining cards, main event, co-main event. I went from all that to being an opponent, so-called opponent, whatever, you know what I mean? But you sometimes you got to get to a point in your career, man, where you got to realize where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of what you're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of, I got to the point where I said, okay, I know my age, I know where I'm at, I know what they paying, I know where the money's at. So hey, and it's not like I'm showing up. Like I told you when we talked, I'm not showing up, man, just to take a dive, get a check, and go home. You go out there, you do what you got to do, and if it don't go your way, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? But like I said, you everybody gets to a point in their career, man, when they like it or not, you turn into the opponent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even the best of the best, shit. There's a point where you could say the lawyer turned into an opponent, right?
Absolutely.
Mike Tyson turned into a opponent, an attraction. He was, they came in to lose, man, and that's what it is, man. And I realized where I'm at and what I need to do with my career and what I can do, and because it's not that easy, man. Once you get to the level, like let's say with the amount of fights I got,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't got no big sponsors, no big money backing you, well, you're gonna be in for a long haul trying to come up three, $4, $5,000 every fight to get you a fight.
Well,
You
Skinny,
know what
let's
I
talk.
mean?
Let's talk about that a little bit because you said something so important, and I know we have the same era, so we're gonna throw a little music in. I know you understand music. We on the same page with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
People don't understand, number one, how big of an artist you can be in Texas and don't give a damn what you do outside of the rest of the world. That's number one, right?
exactly. Straight up,
Number
straight up.
two, I think people don't understand how much boxing and music is alike in that once you built that name as Skinny Boi Lopez, it was worth enough to become like it takes enough. People think about one hit wonders, if you will. And I told my son, we listening to a song, it was Groove Theory, right? Tell me if you want me to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That song is from 1990, God knows whatever, but what it took for that song to be playing in 2022 was the capabilities. And I'm saying people don't understand about being an opponent. You had to build an audience and be able to sell tickets to get
Straight
sponsors
up.
before a
Yeah.
Joker could say, hey, I think we could put Noe Lopez on this card against, right?
Yeah, facts. That's man. It's like it's a big part of you have to market yourself, man. You gotta because at the end of the day, what it comes down to, this is a business, man. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people, you like it or not, this is a business. I have a big, I don't even like talking boxing with casual people no more, dog. Cause I said, dog, you looking at it as a fan, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at it as a realistic way that this is a business, bro. At the end of the day, like it or not, whoever your favorite fighter is, what you want to see, and what you want to see in the ring, it's a business, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't put no butts in the seats, or you can't sell no streams or pay-per-views, whatever, don't nobody care about you, bro. You know what I mean? You could be the baddest motherfucker in the world, but if you can't sell 25 tickets, you're gonna sit on the shelf, man, and be the baddest motherfucker in the gym, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Same way, you could be the best rapper, ain't nobody heard of you. You got no
Don't know about
packaging, right?
yeah.
So
You
let's
in the
talk
hood?
about. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You could be the best rapper in the hood, battle rapping everybody, killing everybody, but when it come down to you being able to put some market in a song and being able to make a hit, if you can't do that, don't nobody care about you, dog. You know what I mean?
And while I'm speaking on it, while we down in Houston, Texas, gotta salute the Big Walk, salute the Sauce Walker. He's one of them kind of guys. He made a name in Texas. You don't have to know about him anywhere else, but you got to know about that man. He doing big
You
business.
know him, yeah. He making a lot of noise down here, man. Everybody knows Sauce.
So let's talk about some fighters that's maybe following. This guy kind of be yelling like Sauce Walker. You know what I'm saying? He don't do the ooh-wee, but he do the woo, right? Let's talk about Blair Cobb a little bit. A fighter that has lost, has been an opponent, right?
Yeah.
Now he's saying right now, if he got the Bud Crawford fight, that he would do Bud something dirty. What do you think about the prospect since Bud Crawford has been fighting guys with relative notoriety and things of that nature?
Yeah.
What do you think about the potential of a Bud Crawford and Blair Cobb fight?
I mean, I guess because, like you said, because of the opposition that Crawford's fighting, and do with all the dumbass network and promoter stuff, then yeah, hey, Blair, bark up that tree, man, get it going. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, come down to marketing and broadcasting yourself. Hey, mark it up, and he can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? He's essentially at that level. You know what I mean? You one step below. Hey, why not, bro? You win, and really you made easy work of
Maurice Hooker.
Maurice Hooker. Yeah. So hey, why not? I mean, who else is Crawford gonna fight right now? Because I'm sure Black Prime ain't signed Crawford for one deal and they're gonna throw him in with Spence. I'm sure they're gonna make a couple, 2-3 fights and then try to make that happen down the line. So hey, why not? You I'm sure you in top 5 line to get a shot with him. So bark it up, man, and go try your luck as a fighter. That's the most you can do. You know what I mean? Well, you ready for it? Take your shot.
Well, speaking of taking his shot, Jamaine Ortiz, the technician. This is a guy who I watched take his shot against Joseph Adorno on the top-ranked card sometime around the COVID period, and then I seen him jump out and get the opportunity against Jamal Herring, and now he had the shot against Loma, and I think again, having been matched as an opponent, and he took and made good work of it. Now he's calling out Shakur Stevenson, who hasn't made the announcement hasn't made his debut at 135 yet, but everybody from what we've seen, be ducking him. So what do you think about that ideology and Jamaine Ortiz and Shakur Stevenson and those developments?
I mean, hey, he, like you said, he kind of earned it, bro. He won some big fights as an opponent, came in, I think even versus Loma, you could arguably kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
However you want to say it, he put up a damn good fight. Put it that way. So, hey, Shakur gonna need an opponent, and as a so-called tune-up fight at 135, fuck it, man, take it. Why not? It's a dope opportunity for him. I mean, honestly, I don't care who you put in there with Shakur at 135, 140, 130. I don't see nobody touching Shakur anytime soon. But hey, if you're in line, man, go for it. You know what I mean? I think that's a good opportunity for him.
And look, it's good when people put that respect on his name. You know, that's a Brick City native, and you done been to North, you done been all over the world, and it's beautiful boxing that's took you all over the place. A man that seems like, even though boxing has took him all over the place, he's saying he's not getting no respect. Also out of H-Town, Jermell Charlo, the
Mel
first
Charlie,
ever undisputed at 154, and he's saying he don't get enough respect. Do you see that, or is he just hyping his mind up for his next
I
fight?
think it's more of the man. It takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's had that. I mean, he had two great matches with Tony Harrison. Yeah, he lost one, came back and won one. So yeah. I mean, yeah, he's right. He's not getting the respect he got because he had one loss, which was a close fight. You know what I mean? A close fight with Harrison. They lost, came back and avenged that. Two great fights with Castano. Um, he did what he had to do, bro. It's I just, like I said, we go back to the fans. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
fans want the biggest, and if he's not fighting, if somebody's not fighting a big Canelo name or whoever, the biggest name, then you're not doing that.
Yeah,
We know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to get to that level. And if you're at that level, you got to be some type of talented person. You know what I'm saying? And and to get them fights and to be there. So nah, man, yeah, you're right. As for what he's done, yeah, he don't get the respect. You know what I'm saying?
and I also think that because people are so drunk off them O's, and I don't mean a 40 OE, I mean they want you to stay undefeated,
They
and
want
he
that
has a
undefeated
loss.
shit.
But
Yeah,
I think the better fighter, the more resilient fighter, like you gotta have some shit on your jacket. Like when you come back
straight up.
from a loss and you maintain, to me, that's a fighter. If you kind of had
And
it
he came
easy
back
or been built and protected, I don't know what you'll do when the shit get thick, you know?
straight up, straight up. We don't know what you really look like when it's time to bite down. You know what I'm saying? And really
Absolutely.
get in there and do what you got to do. He showed that, man. He showed that even in the loss, he came back. Even in the second fight, I believe, with Harrison, he was kind of, it was a little tough battle, and he came back and finished the fight. Same thing with Castano. He's definitely showed, man. He's definitely showed as crazy and annoying as he is, and that even being a H town, you know what I'm saying? He's a little cuckoo down here, man. I'll be real with you. Not too many people fuck with him down here because they a little off the rocker, dog. But hey, you telling me as a fighter, he did what he had to do to earn his stripes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to give it to him. And I'm gonna take you back one time when we were talking about Ortiz.
Yeah.
Venado, dude that just fought in Europe. I just know him by his Mexican Instagram name. Just won the title at 126.
Luis Alberto Lopez.
Alberto Lopez. That is, to me. I don't know the guy. Just so proud of him that they brought him as an opponent, as an opponent, as an opponent, as an opponent, as an opponent. And guess what? He came in beating these shit out of these guys.
Dog
Got
shit.
it up there, got him his world title shot, and he got it, dog. Oh man, that as a fighter, that was, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom, like that's something you're really proud that a lot of fans don't see that. You know what I'm saying? They just see him,
Absolutely.
oh, he got a world title shot and he won. Nah, dog, this dude came from, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom, literally got it out the mud and got him a world title, dog. That's something that Ortiz can look at, or all them guys can look at. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. And again, talking about being brought in as an opponent and coming through adversity, do you now who is the opponent? If we talked about Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, which fighter is the opponent? Or is this just a fair matchup of two guys at their prime when it's supposed to happen?
I think it's a great matchup. Dog. I salute Caleb Plant for even winning this fight. You know what I'm saying, and making it happen. But if you be real, I know David Benavidez got the buzz, he got the hype and all that. You got to say David's the B side. David's
Yeah.
the opponent, right?
Yeah.
Plant got the big fights. He put up a hell of a good fight with Canelo. Was a world champion. Came back, just got a great victory over
A sturdy veteran in Durrell.
yeah. So hey man, who right now you go walking into the fight, who's got the most behind them? You gotta say Caleb, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it or not. I mean, who the fuck David fight last fight? 57-year-old the Canadian shit, Triple G ended his career 10 years ago, man. And you gotta say that's his
David
hottest
Lemieux.
victory. Lemieux, yeah. You know, if that's your hottest victory right now, that ain't saying much. You got it. You got to give it to Caleb straight up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. And let me just get your take before we do a preview of the weekend's fight. I'm big on women's boxing. If I'm being honest with you, I started off just on some looky-loo, you know what I mean? I seen a couple of things I liked, and then I said, yo, let me be a man, let me be an adult, and let me be respectable about it. And so, women's boxing is hot right now. What's your take on that?
The hottest it's ever been, man. The hottest it's ever been. I think it's great, man. It's great for them because they don't get the notoriety, they don't get the coverage they should. They never got paid how they should, and I think now all that's coming forward, man, and they're getting their just due. You got a couple of the great girls from the chick from Australia. She's real nice. You got Alicia, all them. Like it's just great for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a plug to watch out. Keep an eye out for Jewelry Rodriguez from Houston.
Okay.
She I believe she just came in.
Didn't she just win a gold medal? Or she
just won
World
she
Championship.
won the gold medal at the Worlds, and she just came in second. A close fight. She came in second at the Nationals. Okay. That girl is the future, bro. And I'm not telling you that because I'm from Houston. I've talked to other coaches and everybody. She's the complete package, bro. She, as a fighter, she came to our gym, and I was sitting back watching her like, holy shit. Her footwork, her punch, everything. I was like, she's really nice, bro. Jewelry Rodriguez, she's definitely gonna be in that mix with all the women world champions here in the future. Watch.
And that's what I need. That's the kind of endorsements we need to get early on. And it's great that we can catch them that early at the amateur level and things like that. Yeah. So salute the women's boxing, man. Salute for sure. Now, let's get into a little bit of the weekend's preview. It's a couple things going on. Mainly, I want to get your take on the Frank Martin versus Michel Rivera fight. That's at 135, a hot division. You know, we talked about Shakur. We know Devin Haney, Tank, and so on, Loma. What do you think about that fight? And who you got?
I think that's a great fight. I'll be honest with you. I rock with Frank Martin. I'm pulling with Frank. My boy was in camp with him. But I don't know if Frank been in there with anybody like Michel Rivera. I hate Michel's little Ali gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
I hate it too. Like, I say he looked more like Will Smith than Muhammad Ali. I don't know what he be doing.
It's kind of like, you do your own thing, man. But whatever. I hate that gimmick, but he shows, man, that he's got in there with some good fighters and always managed to win easy. I don't really think he's been in no, you know what I mean? No tough fight where you can say, oh man, he got exposed or whatever. You know how fans are quick to, he got exposed, he got touched by his dad. Nah. But he ain't been in no tough fight where you can really say, okay, well, he's got this flaw, that flaw. He's kind of managed to handle every fight pretty easy, bro. So I think it's going to be a great fight. It's great for the sport. I think it's great for the young guys in the sport to see two undefeated fighters willing to get in there. You know what I'm saying? And put that on the line and not worry about anything else and all that diva shit and go in there, man, and then let the best fight the best. Whoever wins this should be in line for a good matchup, man, for a good payday, for a world title, whatever. You know what I mean? So that I think that's above all. That's the main thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But as a Texas boy, I'm rocking with Frank. I'm hoping he get it. But like you said, I think it's a 50-50 fight, bro. It's gonna be a great fight, definitely.
Lovely, man. Lovely. And just while we're talking about it, I want to plug some women's boxing tonight out of Canada. It's Femke Hermans, 13-4. She's only got 4 losses. Oops. She's only lost to like Clarissa Shields and Hannah Gabriels and
Yeah,
the likes,
yeah.
like the world's best. She's in there against 7-0 Mary Spencer. Again, they're thinking for, and they're fighting for a vacant title. So Hermans is brought in as the opponent
As the opponent,
against
yeah.
the 7-0 Spencer. But again, you look at them 4 losses and get your head knocked off because this woman has been in there with the best women that are probably going to make the Hall of Fame. So,
Exactly,
Mary
exactly.
Spencer better be careful tonight in this one. If you guys got the chance to watch it, I don't know if it's on the zone, but check it out, guys. Check it out.
I think he's gonna be on the zone. Yeah, that I think that's like you said. She's got 4 losses, man, but they're all versus some quality opposition. So it's gonna be a great fight, man. So she better come with it if she really want to get that title.
Definitely, man. Before we get out of here, plug yourself and anything you got going on. I know you'll be up this way on the East Coast and you got some things. I know you got the car. Anything you want to plug and share with the people before we get out of here, please do.
Man, just shout out to anybody, man, supporting me from the beginning. Skinny Boi Lopez. I got my shop, Skinny Shop, out here in Houston, Texas. Or anybody's ever down here, come check me out, man. We're out here in the north side. We'll be out that way January 7th for the tank card. Let me know. I got a couple extra tickets. We make something happen. We talk about that later. But yeah, we're gonna be out there. I got a couple other cards I'm working on. Really, I'm focusing more, helping out a lot of these younger fighters coming up now. You know what I mean? With the people I know and the connections I got, to kind of get them going, man. And that's it, man. I'm hoping to have a last fight here in Houston, Texas, a little retirement fight, February or March. And that's it, man. Keep going with the game, man. Helping the people out with the stuff I know. You know what I mean?
And you
Helping the
do it.
young guys out that don't.
And you doing things the Texas way, man. You building brothers up and you sharing the game with them and letting them know you got to start with your foundation, man. So I know they should appreciate it. I appreciate it for them, man, for sure.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, we just trying to keep help out everybody we can in the game, man, and keep this boxing game alive and moving, man.
I say it and I'll never play with it. Boxing saves lives. It'll take you around the world. My man, Skinny Boi Lopez, thank you for joining me, man. Salute to you, champ.
Thank you for having me, man.
All
Y'all have
right,
a good day,
man.
brother.
We out of here.